keeping up with my friends, seeing like, the news.
Keep up with my friends and see what's happening and if there's any events going on.
To contact with friends and just in general to see what's happening in the world.
I use it more for the friends I can't get to.
Recently we've been using it to promote our band page.
Every single day. That's quite bad.
Every day.
Every day? Is it more than once a day? Or?
Sometimes.
You build up an internet footprint, kind of. So anyone can see it really.
Well, you know it stays there forever. You know, like whatever you put on any social media or on the internet anywhere is going to be there forever.
Yes.
What kind of stuff is it?
It's mainly towards football and different kinds of sports, calling certain players certain names.
Quite a lot. All the time, I guess. But I guess it doesn't really surprise you as much now because you've seen it all the time and you just kind of brush it off because you know you can't change it. It's going to happen. People are going to be sectarianist, racist, discriminative.
Well, offensive behaviour or sectarian behaviour online is not really anything any different from that which would be face to face. So anything which is deemed to be criminal, speaking to somebody face to face, would also be criminal online. And that includes any threatening behaviour, so any implied threats or threats of physical violence, anything abusive said or posted to anybody, which would include race, religion, gender aspects, and anything offensive. And some of the examples that have been used in the past are where individuals have posted offensive comments, maybe in relation to disasters where there's been a large amount of lives taken and lost. Ibrox disaster as an example of that, or comments in relation to specific football players and who maybe have health problems or issues like that. That would be classed as offensive and, depending on the circumstances, potentially sectarian as well. And if you look at sectarianism specifically, it's generally discussed in the context of religion. Now, it's wider than that, but for the purposes of this, the sectarianism could be classed as a definition being narrow-minded beliefs that lead to ill will, malice, prejudice, discrimination towards members or presumed members of a religious denomination. And the most common one that we come across, the denomination of Catholic and Protestant within the Christianity faith. So that would be any threatening, abusive or offensive comments around that subject could be classed as sectarianism, depending on the circumstances.
I'm assuming someone flags them?
By either people reporting them or the moderators themselves getting them.
Usually if it's Facebook or Twitter, it's reblogged or shared or retweeted or whatever, but, and I guess police and that have Twitters and Facebook accounts, I guess they can see it.
You can report it, or if you know somebody that's a part of the police and you've got them on Facebook and they see it, because that's their job and they could come to your door.
That's quite a simple one for ourselves. We monitor the internet regularly on open source, which means effectively we monitor the sites that all members of the public have access to. And where we come across inappropriate, threatening comments, abusive comments, we will investigate that as a criminal investigation. But what we also have is members of the public coming to us regularly with that same information. There's members of the public out there who will actively look for such offensive comments as well, and they will regularly come to us, turning up at police offices or emailing us to the police email addresses with the information that we're looking for to progress that inquiry. And usually that is in the form of a screenshot of the offensive comment or tweet, And if that's not possible, what we ask people to do is try and capture the user information and the web address, and we can follow that up from there. And even if individuals delete their whole account or delete the tweet, there's ways and means for us to gather that and grasp that information and capture it in the form of a screenshot to be able to identify the individual responsible.
Because if people aren't held accountable, then nobody's going to learn, and it's just going to go even further and further, and the hatred will just continue and get worse.
You shouldn't be saying that anyway. It's like our generation is probably, hopefully, trying to like move towards more acceptance, and it's just shouldn't be acceptable.
Yeah, because if they don't, then they could keep going and maybe start something much bigger than just a little comment on Facebook or Twitter.
Make sure it doesn't happen again, because it could really hurt somebody's feelings. So if they get charged, then they know not to do it again.